Finding your JOMO, the joy of missing out. The term JOMO originated from FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. More than just an unpleasant feeling, FOMO can give us feelings of anxiousness and guiltiness, leading us to wear ourselves thin as we try to do everything at once to feel included, such as checking our notifications and scrolling our phones all the time. On the other hand, JOMO takes pleasure in having a break off social activity, especially social media, to enjoy personal time. Consumers who practice JOMO are being more intentional with their time and embrace their tech-free time as well as social solitude. Instead of feeling compelled to share an exciting image on social media, consumers cut down on their online engagement in favor of real-life experiences and being okay with where they are. The trend of finding a JOMO has also become increasingly popular as consumers look for ways to disconnect from the social aspect of technology in face of an ever-connecting world. As the world becomes more digitally connected, maintaining your social life has become more of an obligation rather than an enjoyment. People are now demanding instantaneous responses, creating an overwhelming pressure to meet others' expectations 24/7. Interestingly, this has led to the trend of consumers turning to more offline experiences where they can take a break from this digital stress. Audiobooks and apps that enable consumers to enjoy the moment with no distractions are also growing in popularity. More and more people are imposing limitations on their social media through setting time limits, pausing notifications, or even removing the apps altogether. At first glance, finding your JOMO may seem to go against technological advancements as it cuts down the time spent on them. However, a deeper look will see that JOMO does in fact go hand in hand with technology and simply evolve the way that consumers use the tech. Finding your JOMO is becoming an important phenomenon that is taking over the world as global consumers seek means to cope with their digital stress. With developed countries, the fast-paced economy results in constant reports of alarmingly high mental stress levels. Moreover, consumers who are finding their JOMO are not only exclusive to developed countries. In emerging economies, the community faces stress when they are forced to use the internet to access essential services with little internet knowledge. Therefore, it is of utmost importance that more attention is diverted to this, not just to jump on the trend, but even more so for the well-being of mankind.
I guess in certain situations, for example, when I'm hanging out with my friends, or like especially at work, I think that in general I prefer to have like human interaction, like face to face. Yeah, so in those situations I'll try to like limit the time that I use and focus on social media.
会啦，开始控制自己哦，限定自己在最少2个钟里面不要再继续使用。
Consumers are not looking for isolation, but are looking to limit their forced interaction. Globally, such a need for re-empowerment is most strongly felt by millennials compared to other generations due to high adoption of tech at that time. To focus on what they really want and enjoy doing, consumers adopt planned disconnection as it provides them with time to reflect and to act freely. Based on a report from Google's Android team, the researchers found that most participants were more likely to disconnect when it was a short-term and voluntary one, such as during a vacation. Other times will include when they are in the presence of others, as well as when they are enjoying their personal me time. Today, consumers are no longer pure followers and are becoming proactive users of information and communication to achieve their personal needs. A study on Gen Z done by Wattpad shows how this generation recognizes the importance of self-care and a balanced lifestyle in today's digital age. While most of them still go online, this group of consumers feel and are aware of the stress from these social media channels. No longer in favor of comparisons and competition, consumers believe in searching for meaning in their daily lives and also in their work. In particular, Gen Z use their time online as a form of self-expression, exploring their interests in activities like music. According to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it can be inferred that online media has reached the highest level of self-actualization needs, where individuals try to achieve the best of themselves, including their creative potentials.
主要是看 YouTube， 看别人的如何碰巧食物。
Look at those discount food deals, and then maybe look at various activities that we can go for during the weekend. I think technology got its own pros, so the key is a balance. Yeah, to balance your time using technology and also outside having your own social life.
Who should pay attention to this? Firstly, the companies who are targeting the younger tech-savvy generations. It is important for these companies to note the change in consumption behavior, to design products and services that target the consumer's needs. Shifting from FOMO, where consumers are enticed to purchase when they see others have it, JOMO emphasizes self-care and prioritizes personal well-being. As such well-being varies across individual, there's a strong need for personalization to ensure that each consumer meets the JOMO needs, according to Euromonitor. Brands can identify new profitable markets that can cater to the rising demand for fulfilling experience at the people's own pace. Developing spaces or means to help consumers enjoy their offline time for self-care. Next, the marketers who engage digital platforms for marketing efforts. As consumers are attracted and engaged by some posts more than others, marketers must carefully curate advertisement messages to satisfy consumers' highest level need for self-fulfillment. For digital marketing, instead of creating viral posts, the key now is to design content that engages the audience in a meaningful way to build sustainable relationships. In addition, all marketers themselves have to first see social solitude as a healthy thing that maximizes individuals' potentials in their own fields. This will allow them to derive messages that better help to resonate and engage the consumers. Finally, for policymakers who design campaigns for the newer Gen Y and Z, these people have to focus their policies on embracing individuals with varying strengths and pace. Rather than emphasizing a results-oriented race to become the best, policymakers have to develop schemes that celebrate individuality. By allocating equal or more resources to allow the new generations to build their strengths and share their knowledge, that is when society will prosper and grow together.